It's time for the Cup Final, match 62, the final one of this three-day tournament of the 2021 Rugby Town Sevens. Two teams that have stuck it out, Samurai RFC and SOCAL Griffins, will go head-to-head here for $10,000. It has been champagne from start to finish, fans have flooded in, and a tremendous audience from around the globe tuning in. I'm Dylan Stafford, joined by two legends of the game, James Patterson and Mark Stabina. Brilliant to have you guys here and have the cash on the line.
Brilliant to be here. I'm excited, but I'm also sad. I can't believe it's finishing with this match, Dylan. It's been a wonderful weekend.
We've seen so much amazing rugby this weekend, and both these two sides that are playing here have probably played some of the most exciting rugby of any of the teams. So it is fitting that they're going to go head-to-head in this epic clash.
Well, start out with 20 teams. The US Navy were crowned the Armed Forces champion. Big Joe Somerville was crowned the biggest fan around here at Rugby Town Sevens as these sides march onto the field for two anthems coming up before we kick off. RugbyTown7s.com, the website has exploded with viewers from around the world. We thank you for your support here in our 9th annual tournament. We had esports, we had games going on, and now it's Sunday Fun Day, settling down into the business end of the comp. Infinity Park, proud hosts of this tournament since 2012. Take a good look at Samurai, and in lime green, SOCAL Griffins, as we now go pitch side for our national anthems.
The Commonwealth of Nations. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the anthem of the United States of America.
Nothing gets you pumped up like the national anthems. These players are raring to go and littered with stars across the team sheets.
Samurai, you said littered, you're not wrong. Darren Adonis, and they're led by Devalt Human. He's everywhere, he sends his players away every single time. And Angelo Davids, top try scorer, look out for Shilton Van Wyk also.
And on the SoCal, it's the never-aging player, Ty Enosa. He has been a spark plug for them, but also plenty of experience there. They've got Glenn Bryce, John Ryberg, plenty of MLR players.
And our referee for this final one, Joey Swatzel.
Let me know which way you want to kick.
He's hit the jump just so he can look extra big in this one.
Good to go.
And it is Devalt Human and Samurai RFC on the left of your screen to kick off to the lime green SoCal Griffins for a final of the ages. We've waited 727 days for the Rugby Town Sevens to come back. Wait no more. Sit back, enjoy the next 14 minutes. It's the 2021 Cup Final of the Rugby Town Sevens. Samurai go high to SoCal Griffins. Almost batted down there by the Murfinator. Huge contact coming in straight away off the kickoff. SoCal Griffins under pressure. Kalani Aholei was hit hard there. And a penalty to SoCal Griffins. Oh no! It's come off the top. Frodo's looked up, looking for the ring. Adonis goes for this. Adonis is in. Darren Adonis. Gunpowder in on those legs.
Wow, what can you say about that? That is heartbreak so early. Just, you don't see errors like that from this SoCal team. Rodriguez just takes his eye off it. What can you say about that, JP? Not the way you want to start a cup final.
But initially, it's the intensity that they're bringing to the collision. No wonder he had to look up here. They had the ball, a couple big plays, quick tap and go out there. Yeah, and just, I think he was processing his next move there. Expect Samurai to be flying into everything defensively.
Really have. This guy has been a player to watch. Darren Adonis, 22-year-old from Cape Town. Darren, he's a brilliant dancer, showing some of his skills there. 5-0 the score was Mark Skuman, who was the academy manager in South Africa with a lot of his players, and Sambila Ngobo, the head coach, looks on. Great start for Samurai. And Terry Sands, the founder of Redlands program in 1996. Here it comes, Glenn Bryce, always the best dressed on the field. Bryce looking to break free. The Scotsman, though, gives away a penalty for holding on. So Samurai with Devalt Human has another crack straight away. Samurai, Human, he's 6 feet tall with that hairstyle. He goes to the outside. Davids is in the corner. Angelo Davids, he's as scary as 2020.
Scary as 2020. I'm going to have nightmares. The defense is going to have nightmares against this guy. Devalt Human, again, it's his ability to be able to process things really quickly. His vision is exceptional. He saw the opportunity and he was able to weave his way down, and they just take any opportunity, any mistake and punish you.
Another feature of this Samurai team is just how quickly they bounce back, even after they've scored a try. This try, no exception. From the kickoff, you mentioned the intensity, James Patterson. You saw it from that kickoff after they scored. A lot of teams just fall asleep and take the foot off the pedal, but not this Samurai team.
Angelo Davids, nicknamed Spider-Man as well, fresh from the Olympic Games in Tokyo. Savage, what's on? Kick unsuccessful, 10-0. Samurai here. 3 minutes gone in this clash. Stayed in the half of the SoCal Griffins. Surprisingly, Samurai losing a few games to Tsunami Barbarians 19-7. They haven't looked back since. Huge kick for Ty Enosa. Enosa grabs this one. Superb skill from the veteran. Enosa, who's at a breakout tournament. Regan goes wide to Rodriguez. Better catch from him to the horse. Nasaganga slips out of one. Kenny Nasaganga, oh, what a tournament he's having as well. Back in field beautifully. Patrick Regan is actually a brunette, surprisingly. Still comes here. Channel is there. Adam Channel. Their players are wide. Ole throws a dummy and a little step. Enosa wants to switch. Oh, what a grab from Ty Enosa. Still going. Makata has him, but he flicks it beautifully in the field. SoCal Griffins come alive. Wow. They make the defense look like Swiss cheese. Holes opening up everywhere. And that is an absolute whirlwind from Kalani Aolele.
Well, which player do you choose there in that? Obviously, Olele scored the try, but a number of players were instrumental in getting it out of their own try line. Kenny Nasengenge started it off. Patrick Regan, he's just been an unsung hero for this team as well. But the pass from Enosa, what do you say about that one, JP?
It's unreal. It was the ability for them to be able to work that ball across nicely. I mean, we didn't talk about it, but it was Adams Channel's pass in the midfield, running onto it on the outside, and that's exactly what they needed to do.
Well, the single father of a one-year-old, he's looking for a stepmom, so ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed that play, you enjoyed Kalani Aholele, give him a buzz on social media. His side now have 7. They trail by 3 against Samurai in the Cup final. Remember, $10,000 up for grabs, and Angelo Davids got hurt in the last play. He's slow to jog back to the halfway line. If you take a look there at very German-looking Ryan Westhuizen. They call him SPF 100. He needs that, otherwise he gets absolutely fried. Tainosa, who started the magic. His restarts have been fabulous all weekend long. Inosa changing direction, he goes over the top. He knows that Samurai look to lift the pods, but there's too much with that swing.
He's tried that a lot down in this tournament, just trying to send it long and deep and pinning the opposition in their territory. That one not paying off.
Gibelt Human. We've called him the handbag, we've called him Danny DeVito. We'll call him more this match because he's just got all the skills. Flicked over the top to Davids, Angelo Davids. Sean William comes in to help out. Angelo Davids drives the legs. Over the 20 side and the blitz box. Human comes to Adonis at full speed. Darren Adonis, oh what a step by Adonis. Still going up, the little goose too, just for good measure. Human comes to Murphy on the far side. James Murphy, the Murphy at him for the corner. Oh, the business of scoring tries, business is booming for the Samurai.
Just the ability for them to be able to change direction on a dime, and they're so balanced and they know when to pull out and pass it out wide. It was a great try on the outside by Murphy, but plenty of good work in the inside channels.
Well, they were creating so much attention on those inside channels, weren't they? The hot step, all eyes were on those attacking players in the midfield. And Murphy was just waiting unmarked outside, and all it took was just one look to see that he was out there with space. But still, the precision pass needed to be made, and it was.
James Murphy works for the Pal, protecting the African lions in the wild. And he was like one on that far side. It is now all of a sudden 15 points to 7. Here's another look at the Murfinator.
Just able to recycle the ball every time. They've got an ideal understanding of where space is on the field. And it was too easy at that stage. But again, it's just their ability to be able to draw in 1, 2, 3 defenders and create those mismatches and overlaps.
Gibelt Human goes down the middle. Adonis is chasing. Glenn Bryce is there, big collision. It comes to Sako Makata, the hippopotamus, Makata. Strong carry from the Olympian. William comes to the short side. Half intercepted by Rodriguez, gets it. Christian Rodriguez, Frodo does well, gets pushed in to touch. Westhuizen thought about going quickly.
They're going to go to the line out. Such a shame for Rodriguez. Seemed to have redeemed himself, saving a try there after that early mistake, which led to a try. Good to see the young man has bounced back. But taken over, unfortunately couldn't keep him in the field of play.
Siren sounds it back play, the final play of the first half in our cup final for the 2021 Rugby Town Sevens. 61 brilliant matches, and now we're in the final one. 10 grand on the line for these sides, 15-7. Samurai, coached by...
You guys do me a favor and wait till that ball's in the push, okay?
SOCAL Griffins with Justin Boyd. Seals leadership is brilliant with the SOCAL side. They've played in every tournament. This is the furthest they've been. Plenty of space here for Angelo Davids, wearing number 5 out wide.
Up we come.
This is a crucial scrum here, Dallin, for the SOCAL Griffins at 15-7.
But make sure your space
do not want to go into the halftime break at 20 or possibly 22 points to 7. Holding this Samurai team out is crucial for the rest of the game for the Griffins.
Set.
Tight scrum comes out to Kuman. Adonis. Darren steps back in. Tainosa has him. Tainosa gets over this one. And Nosa, he can do it with ball in hand, and he can do it on defense as well. The typewriter, as he's now nicknamed. Taps looks for support. He's got Regan with him. The brunette turned blonde. Wrestle to the ground. Still there for Rodriguez and Channel. Adam Channel whips it across to Bryce. Cuts back in. Flicks free and knocked on by SOCAL hand, so that'll do it for the first entertaining 7 minutes of this cup final clash. And it's Samurai RFC and have a slender lead against the SOCAL Griffins, 15-7 at the break.
First Bank is an official partner of Infinity Park and Rugby Town. Visit efirstbank.com for all your banking needs. First Bank, banking for good. Member FDIC.
That's it, boys, well done.
Kijk, boys, great stuff. Net op my scrums. Daar is ons een klein beetje dieper mee stek. Okay, geef jezelf een beetje meer tijd. Dan denk ik hem aan voor de beton, mate. Okay, hoe voel jullie? Sorry, nog 2 minuten. Wees 2 minuten, stop your heart. En je bent
It's nothing from our side. We're giving them the ball. They're not doing anything to get that ball back. Don't do anything special. But they'll have had, boys. Of ons bal back in threes, they'll gaan that breakdown attack.
Great Afrikaans there. Mark, how was it?
It was great. For all you Afrikaners out there watching, send us a text, let us know what they said. We'll relay it here for the program. But plenty of action in that first half of the final. And that was the first try coming from an error from Rodriguez. He just took his eye off the ball, easy as you like, for Samurai.
A couple little mistakes, and it was Human. He's been dangerous all tournament long, slicing, dicing, finding pace on the outside, and it's just their ability to be able to draw players in the middle.
What about this from Inosa, the goose step, taking the pass. How did he get that ball away? That was unbelievable in the tackle. And then it was Kalani Aulele to finish it off.
And here we go, another break up the middle, and this was finished by James Murphy on the outside. And with that try, every single one of their players has scored a try in the tournament.
Second half, here we go, rumbling for 10 grand, 15-7, Samurai with ball in hand, lead. Angelo Davids takes it on against the lime green SOCAL Griffins, does well. Ducks under one to the try scorer, James Murphy. Can chew ear off over coffee, apparently. Ignored his calls as William steps in. Great right-footed step. Can't get the offload. Inosa comes in to pinch this. Inosa again all over it. Ty Inosa has been absolutely remarkable. Fires it across to Rodriguez with a little dummy. Frodo looking for more support. He's got Regan with him. Has another crack himself. Does big Patrick Regan. And a penalty to SOCAL Griffins looking to start the second half on fire. Bryce comes across here to Inosa. Channel, the hard running. Forward has Kenny Nasagange! Nasagange! Oh my goodness! The horse straight into a couple of whoopie tackles. That's a yellow card, should be, but it's offside the first call.
Two black.
Not sure if he's going to reach for the pocket, Dallin. I thought the same thing myself.
Two black outside. Mark's on me.
Regardless, the Griffins have the rub of the green right now.
It's lime green with Christian Rodriguez. Frodo goes again to Channel. Down by 15-7. Inosa, the little jump, the switch to the horse. Kenny Nasagange. The San Diego Legion player flicks it back. Inosa comes to tidy it up. Oh, it's danger here because Angelo Davids can motor. Spider-Man, though, lets Channel go back to collect it. Oh, great skill there by Adam Channel. He really is a bull terrier. Off his feet, though, is Divock Human. And a high shot. Rodriguez wants to go quickly. Patrick Regan is there. The youngster showing his skills. And then he's slightly isolated.
Leave it.
And William comes to neglect. Samurai now going to go the other way. Wind it up. Just a good thing I love talking, because here comes Divock Human again. Human, oh, big hit on Human. That is another try saver, and it's Christian Rodriguez that came in.
Heavily involved Rodriguez, and that was a massive hit on Human because they had numbers to burn on the outside. Perhaps the Griffins a little guilty in that passage before about forcing it. They ran away from their support, and here we go. Here's this big hit, forcing that knock on.
Tell you what, they needed to make that tackle, because with the turnover at the breakdown, it looked for sure that Samurai were on their way to another try. Channel's off, that'll be a big loss.
Time is back on.
The got the fresh legs of Alex Elkins in on now. If you're tuning around the globe, thank you for joining us for these 3 brilliant days. The final match of the Cup final is here. 75 countries. I've got messages from Sweden, India, Sri Lanka, South Africa. I can keep going, but it's the live action that's more entertaining. Alex Elkins gets the fan. Alex Elkins on the outside. That's what fresh legs will do. Davids comes back to get it. Angelo Davids, what a monster hit in the end. Elkins gets up. He says, that's nothing, my friend. How about another? As SOCAL Griffins go to the left-hand side. Again, they range up. Regan is out there. Nasagenge, the horse. Cantering back in. Again, he absorbs 2 tackles. SOCAL Griffins with possession and momentum. 4 to go. Tyanosa. They come at him, just Tion Pretorius and Nosa. Finally brought to the deck.
Leave it!
SOCAL.
Use it now.
Looking for the penalty. There's a player down. Alex Elkins is injured already. Regan bumps off one. Schumann off his feet. There's a high of 91 and a low of Diablo Schumann. There he's on the ground.
Say again. So can you get time out there? Thank you. Number 8,
Exhausting stuff to watch here. They're going back and forth. And SOCAL they're able to recycle because Samurai are throwing everything to counter at the breakdown.
A lot of the breakdowns you're involved in, I want to see clear separation. You're over the rough, you're off your feet, so let's have some discipline.
Of Elkins as he came on. But he might have come off second best in that exchange.
Yes, as the German leaves the field there, that's Ryan Oosthuizen. He also has been one of the stars for Samurai this season. And Alex Elkins getting heavy attention here, and on the field comes Jeremy Lutali to replace him.
That's a big blow.
Hang tight for me right there.
Lutali, while strong and a good player,
Thank you very much.
tough to put himself in the shoes of Elkins. Now he's being left from the field. Lutali doesn't quite have the pace out wide. I think they may try and target him, the Samurai, in offense.
Certainly right there, Mark. Huge blow there. Two former internationals here with me, James Patterson and Mark Stavina. I'm down in Stanford as SOCAL Griffins go down towards the touchline to set an attacking line out. So here we go. SOCAL Griffins time to get back in this game. Down 15 points to 7. $10,000 up for grabs. 3 minutes to play. Up high, nice ball taken there by Gerald Lowe, driving for the line. SOCAL Griffins. Very close, try awarded. SOCAL Griffins. Gerald Lowe has just come on the field. Selected in the air drop for the LA Guiltinis. Pop another.
The maul just disintegrated around him. They were holding him up, and Gerald Lowe, as the contact, he went away from the point where he was at. He just fell out over the goal line.
When the referee threw his arm up in the air, I thought it was for a penalty or something. I did not expect it to be a try. Started with the line out, and then driving with some help from Regan and Nasangenge.
Huge conversion attempt. Tainos raises the flags. In fact, it's Christian Rodriguez. Rodriguez and Anosa stealing the show here. That kick has put it to 15-14. What a player is Frodo.
He's looking to erase that early mistake, Dallin. Sorry, Christian. I know you want us to forget about it. It seems as though you have. Playing extremely well right now.
SOCAL Griffins to restart. Under 2 to play in the Cup final. The Rugby Town Sevens, edge of your seat stuff. Tyanosa is always so accurate. Nasagenge comes. Human, what a lift! Saku Makata lifts him up. Again, he only weighs 15 pounds, so it's pretty easy. But here comes Samurai in open space. Great little step, shot to Van Beek. Van Beek! Oh, Van Beek, that's as dirty as a plumber's armpit. And Samurai go untouched under the sticks.
Shilton Van Beek, fresh off a hat trick in the semi-final, and he showed why. He comes onto the field, he is absolutely electric, and again, just punishing the mistakes. Don't make mistakes against a team like this.
That kickoff was sublime from Samurai. The lift, the catch, Nasangenge in hot pursuit, nothing he could do about it.
Amani Koto for the extra 2. Good, 22 points to 14 now. Samurai RFC lead the SOCAL Griffins. An electric play.
There's that kickoff in question. acrobatics. It's like a Aussie rules mark. And then just the quick hands, the space, and that was it. Job done. That's all he needed, Shilton van Beek.
Jebel Juman comes down to Enosa. Bryce with a little dummy, pirouettes around. Does Clem Bryce, gets the space and the bump. Enosa is there with him. Channel comes back to Regan. Great pressure. Still available here on the outside. For SOCAL. They do well there with Gerald Lowe, the try score. Although Samurai pinched this one and the penalty. That's the game for Samurai RFC.
Unbelievable work by DeWald Human.
Jebel Human, he's from the Matrix. He takes the blue and the red pill and they win it. $10,000. Samurai are your 2021 Rugby Town Sevens champions. They've defeated a brilliant SOCAL Griffins side and have been absolutely full value for this victory.
Well, they were highly favoured coming in, weren't they, Dallin? And they have not disappointed. And the final was just as you would want to see, what you would expect from a final. It had absolutely everything, so the crowd will not leave disappointed at all.
It just goes back to how many of the players in this team have high-class experience and their ability to be able to just punish you for any mistake. The team that won tonight was the one that made the fewest mistakes.
It's been 9 years in the making. Samurai were here in 2012, and they finally come back and get the one they want. The cup at the Rugby Town Sevens. We saw some brilliant rugby all day. USA Under-23 taking the bowl, Tsunami the plate, and Jester's bronze. And now it is Samurai RFC with 5 players who feature on the HSBC Sevens World Series. They've brought their stuff. But SOCAL Griffins, another fantastic team.
They are, and they've been at it for a while, haven't they, Dallin? Probably the best result they've had in recent years. They always bring a great team, but this has been their best campaign for many years. And that early mistake, we kept reminding the crowd of Christian Rodriguez. He just took his eye off it, just had a brain explosion. And then it was hard to come back from that, but to the credit of SOCAL, after these back-to-back tries for Samurai, they got themselves back in the game.
They did, and they came back in style. This was a great passage of play. Tai Enosa was heavily involved. The switch back went through the hands multiple times, and at this point you felt like they were racing back into the game.
They certainly were. They had plenty of possession until this moment. It seemed as though you just have to starve Samurai a ball because they could punish it from anywhere. You mentioned the mistakes and the attention that they create midfield from their hot steppers allowed that one out wide to James Murphy.
And then in the finish here, able to get across the line, just coming onto the field. But it was just the finish again, the small things. Nessa Genge decides to contest at this breakdown and go over the top, and because he does that, there's 2 defenders in close, and they're just going to punish you every single time. And Van Beek, he is absolutely electric. 4 tries in the last 2 games. Well deserved, and that big impact sub to put a big exclamation point on the victory.
Before that try, there was only 1 point in it, right, Dallin? That was the killer blow.
Celebration time for Samurai. And all around, the playmaker, the captain, Jebel Human, was absolutely brilliant. And we saw the Armed Forces Championship as well, with the US Navy winning their first title. So many great things this weekend. And I tell you what, the fans have thoroughly enjoyed it. It has been fantastic from start to finish. So happy that we are back here live and in person.
Yeah, it's been too long. Too long a wait, Dallin. 727 days, I believe you counted. Spot on. So great to be here, and I think it showed in the crowd as well. The grandstands were virtually full for this final match. They were treated to some champagne rugby.
So many players caught the eye as well. We know it's going to be a headache for head coach Mike Friday for the US Eagles, and of course other countries. We had Germany represented, a lot of players here from South Africa and other countries. They're certainly putting the work in and showing their stuff. So many brilliant games, so many tight ones, particularly here on day 3.
Grueling rugby tournament as well, Dallin. And I'd hate to be out there right now. It's so hot for these players on day 3.
So lots more happening here at Infinity Park. We got the USA Men's 15s Internationals coming up here. It's going to happen US will test what they can in the Rugby World Cup qualifiers. They'll take on Canada. Lots of matches here happening at Infinity Park.
And it's going to be great to see because we've come off a awesome MLR season and we've seen some of the new talent come through. And I know here this week in Colorado, there's plenty of new players getting their first crack at a camp. And it'll be interesting to see is as the standard rugby's come through, tournaments like this, MLR, what is the US Eagles side going to look like this fall, especially with some of these big test matches coming up.
Another win for Infinity Park here in Glendale. And also good to see the Colorado Exos on display. Project started here in Infinity Park to get crossover athletes into rugby for that bid to win a Rugby World Cup for the USA.
We really saw a few of those players play in the MLR. We saw a ton of them doing their stuff. Davey still stands out as well with the under-23 side. Sean Clark was super impressive, as you mentioned, JP, earlier. It's so great to see these players with 6 or 7 months experience carving up in the game of sevens.
And they love it. I was speaking to them earlier, and just asking them, what's your experience like? And this is the first time they got to play in kind of a big atmosphere and at a big venue, and they've enjoyed every single minute of this in sevens, even though they probably wish they were a little bit more prepared. I don't think there's anyone here this weekend that felt like they were fit enough.
Of course, we have to give a shout out to the organisers of this wonderful tournament. We love working with these folks. Let's have a look at some of the action while we wait for these players to be crowned champions. Plenty of action, as Darren Stanford mentioned, so many players on display, players of the future, and they've come in from all over the globe in this world-class sevens tournament. Very sad that this is ending. The Denver Selects in the orange, the home team, the missile. Hey, he was unbelievable in the first couple of games. Bruising defense, great in offense. Giving many exciting moments for the home team. What do you think of the Denver Selects, JP?
This is a fantastic, two of the best teams we've ever seen play in these championships are here today. And it's an example of what rugby can do worldwide. This is a sport that people in the United States are embracing. They've never really seen it played at this level. Glenn, tell us about the Samurai and congratulations for your effort.
Yeah, obviously we're in the final with Samurai. The level just goes up a notch, so they were really physical today and very clinical as well, as you see on the scoreboard. Credit to them for the win. It was awesome to be on the field with them. I thought the boys, SOCAL, Griffins, dug in well, tried to win it back, but time ran out. But no, it was great tournament for us all. Fans were awesome. Thanks for having us, and well done, Samurai.
Big hand for the SOCAL Griffins. Captain, you've traveled a long way, I assume, for this. I know you have. Tell us about the Samurai.
It's a privilege playing for the Samurai. They've been in our system for years, and back home in South Africa, we always back the Samurais. And I just want to say thank you for the Griffins coming out today. I told the guys in the huddle today, we respect the war, and the guys stuck to the guns today. So thank you very much for this tournament. Now it's back home in the legs.
Bye, a donkey.
Bye, donkey.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a little business to take care of. One cheer for the officials. Hip, hip. Yay! 3 cheers for our rugby family worldwide. This is what this is all about. One day we all play on the same team. Hip, hip. Yay! Hip, hip. Yay! Hip, hip. Yay! Gents, my assistants will deliver the silver medals. Here you go. And we will deliver the gold. Congratulations. Here. now we deliver the trophy to the captain. And some friends have donated that I know well, Cohiba Blues for the team.
Yeah!
And we have to the Samurai a $10,000 check. SOCAL, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And please join the fans in the fan club if there's anybody left.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
Cheers, yeah.
Well, there you have it. They're singing the South African song of choice for the Samurai RFC, representing them superbly this weekend. The $10,000 check will be cashed later. They'll be poured in the drinks, will Samurai, in 2021. A stunning finish. Final words, my friends.
Just a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Dallin. Thank you, James. And look at that, the champions. Well deserved. A wonderfully run tournament. We love coming here, adds to these players.